Welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. Hello students, today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is vectors, and in this video we will see the definition and the type of vectors. So in this slide you can see there are two types of quantities. One is a scalar quantity and one is a vector quantity. Now what is a scalar quantity? A quantity which completely described by magnitude only is called as a scalar quantity. So you can see the examples here: mass, length, temperature, area. So there are many examples which are described by magnitude only. So they will be called as scalar quantities. Now let us move to the vector quantity. Now in vector quantity, two things are required. One is magnitude, and the direction is important in a vector quantity. Where magnitude is also there and direction is also there, that quantity will be called as a vector quantity. So you can see the examples: displacement, velocity, force, electric field. So all these generally they are used in physics. You must have already studied all this. So if there is a displacement, in which direction the displacement is there, that is very much important. Now when we talk about a distance, it is just what is the distance covered, their direction is not important. So distance becomes a scalar quantity and displacement becomes a vector quantity. Now after studying what is a vector and scalar quantity, let us move ahead to study how to represent a vector. So in this slide we are seeing the representation of a vector. So a vector is represented by a directed line segment. So in the diagram you can see there is a segment AB whose direction is from A to B. Therefore it is a vector quantity and it is called as AB bar. Now in this diagram you can see the starting point is A, the direction is from A to B. So starting point is A, hence this point is called as the initial point, and the end point is B, therefore it is called as the terminal point. Now when the direction of this segment changes, that is it is from B to A, then B will be called as the initial point and A will be called as the terminal point. So starting point is always called as the initial point and the end point is always called as a terminal point. So if B to A, then it is read as BA bar, and from A to B it is read as AB bar. So generally here you can see that we denote the vector by AB bar. So capital letters are used. First letter denotes the initial point and the last letter denotes the terminal point. Now sometimes you also use small letters, that is small a bar, small b bar, to denote the vectors. So vectors can be denoted in this way: either capital AB bar, initial and the terminal point with a bar sign, or you can also use the small letters A, B, C, D and give bar on it, and they are also represented as vectors. Now in this slide what we are going to see is magnitude of a vector. Now magnitude means what? The size or length of the vector AB bar. Okay, so actually it is defined as the length of segment AB. So magnitude, it is denoted by modulus of AB bar, and that is the length of the segment AB. If you are using the letters A bar, B bar, C bar small, you can see above, then the magnitude is denoted by modulus of small a bar, modulus of small b bar and modulus of small c bar respectively. So clearly magnitude means the length of the vector. Okay, clear? Now next what you can see in this slide is the type of vector. So we are going to start with what are type of vectors. In that first type you can see is a zero vector. So what is a zero vector? A zero vector is actually a null vector. Means what? Whose magnitude is 0. That means what? The length of the segment is 0. And when the length of the segment will be 0? When there is no distance between the initial and the terminal point. So if there is no distance between the initial and the terminal point, that means what? The initial and the terminal points are one and the same, that is they coincide. So you can see here a vector whose initial and terminal points coincide is called as a zero vector, and it is denoted by 0 bar. So below you can see A bar, B bar. So you can see the initial and the terminal points are same, means what? The distance between them, that is the magnitude, will be 0, hence they are called as null vectors. Okay. Now let us move ahead and see the next type of vectors. So the second type of vector what we are going to see is the most simplest one. It is the unit vector. So we all know unit means what? 1. So a vector whose magnitude is 1 or unity, then it will be called as a unit vector. So understood, whose magnitude is 1, that is the length of the vector is 1 or unity, then it is called as a unit vector. And it is denoted by a cap. See, if a bar is a vector whose magnitude is 1, then that unit vector will be denoted by a cap. You can see above how the cap is given, it is called as a cap. So you have another vector d bar whose magnitude is 1, then the unit vector will be called as d cap. So for unit vector, a cap is used in place of bar, then that vector is called as a unit vector. Now next, third type, you can see there are two types, co-initial and co-terminus vectors. Now let us first talk about the co-initial vectors. Now what are co-initial vectors? The name only indicates co-initial. Initial means you all know what is the initial point of a vector. So if there are more than two vectors whose starting, that is the initial point, is same, then those vectors are called as co-initial vectors. So understood, whose initial, that is the starting point of any 2, 3, 4 vectors, more than 2 vectors is same, then it will be called as co-initial vectors. You can see in the diagram a bar and b bar, the two vectors, they have their starting point same, that is the initial point is same, therefore a bar and b bar will be called as co-initial vectors. Now let us see the co-terminus vectors. Now again the name indicates terminus means what? The terminal point. So we all know in vectors the end point is called as the terminal point. So for two or more vectors, if the end point is same, initial point may be different, but the end point, that is the terminal point, is same, then those vectors are called as co-terminus vectors. So in the diagram, look at two vectors c bar and d bar. You can see their initial points are different, but their terminal points are same. Hence these two vectors c bar and d bar, they are called as co-terminus vectors. Okay, understood, co-initial and co-terminal vectors, clear? Now let's move ahead with the next type of vector. So the fourth type of vector is equal vectors. So when two or more vectors will be said to be equal vectors? When they have same magnitude and direction. Okay, so same magnitude, direction, two or more vectors are called equal vectors. So look at the diagram below the equal vectors, the middle one. You can see there is a vector a bar, there is a vector b bar, c bar and d bar. Now a bar and b bar, if you observe, they have same magnitude and their direction is also same. See the arrow. Now when you go for a bar and c bar, you can observe the magnitude is same, that means the length of the vector a bar and c bar, you can see it is same, but the direction is different. And when you go towards a bar and d bar, you can see the direction is same, but you observe the vectors, then the magnitude is different. So in this all four vectors, only a bar and b bar, they are equal vectors. Why? Because their direction is also same and the magnitude is also same. Yes, c bar and a bar, b bar, magnitude is same but direction is different. So c bar is not equal to any of the vector. And if you talk about d bar, the direction is same as a bar and b bar, but the magnitude is different. Therefore, it is not equal to any of the vectors. So clearly a bar and b bar are only two equal vectors. Now let us move towards the fifth type. You can say it is negative of a vector. So what is negative of a vector? Now if you have a vector a bar, then the negative of a vector is a vector whose magnitude is same but the direction is opposite. Then if two vectors with same magnitude and opposite direction, they will be called as negative of each other, and it is denoted by minus a bar. So in the diagram you can see P to Q, direction is from P to Q, PQ bar, and when the direction is from Q to P, it is QP bar. So both you can see in the diagram that the magnitudes are same but the directions are opposite. Hence, these two vectors will be called as negative of each other. Okay, and it is denoted by giving a minus sign to the vector. So now let's move ahead and see the sixth type of vector. So that is the collinear vectors. You can see above. So already you have heard about this word collinear. So what about collinear points? You have heard about collinear points. So points which are along the same line, then they will be called as the collinear points. So similarly here, if you have two or more vectors which are along the same line, then they will be called as collinear vectors. Or two or more vectors, if they are parallel to the same line, then also they will be called as the collinear vectors. So what are collinear vectors? The vectors who are parallel to each other or they are along the same line, then they will be called as collinear vectors. Okay. So next what we are going to see is the type of free vectors. Now what are these free vectors? A vector which can be translated anywhere in the space without changing its magnitude and direction is called as a free vector. So what does this mean? You have to keep the magnitude same and direction also you have to keep the same, but you can change its initial point. That is, you can place the initial point anywhere in the space. Then these type of vectors are called as free vectors. So look at the diagram to understand what are exactly free vectors. So you can see there are two vectors A bar and B bar. They are called as free vectors. So what is the direction of B bar? It is towards the left. What is the direction of A bar? It is below. Okay, downwards. So see, we have changed the initial positions but we have kept their direction and magnitude same. Observe in all the four options given on the RHS. So here you can see A bar and B bar. The direction is towards the left for B bar and the direction for A bar is towards the downward. Only the initial point has been changed. So these type of vectors are called as free vectors. Okay. So thank you students. Here we end with the vector and its types. Okay.